was very depressed in college and very directionless, and grew up with this uh, feeling that our school system and world is really set up in a very strange way, that I just don't see people uh, happy, and fulfilled. And so I had this, and I had that since I was the youngest that I could remember. And it all kind of accumulated in college, where I was just doing what I was told to do, and like what's the blueprint of pursuing the American dream, which, by the way, pursuing anything we know just creates more pursuing. So here I am pursuing, and eventually I find network marketing, like MLM, and I go, oh, this is something where I can create income, community, share inspiration. I'm going to do this. And I dropped out of college and I went full blown. And I did fairly well. And I ultimately got to a place where all of my unintegrated trauma that I wasn't aware of, was manifesting itself as using steroids, partying, smoking, drinking, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, using sex as a way of escape and coping, um, and just making a residual income, but blowing all of it perpetually. So here I am sitting on a couch one day, and I'm just zooming out, looking at my life like, this is not the trajectory that I want to go down. This does not feel like my essential self. Because throughout the entire process, I'm meditating, I'm tuning into, the audiobooks and the books, and, Deepak Chopra and Bashar and all these different teachers, but it's just not translating into embodiment, into, you know, like a conviction of experience. So I get to a point where I say, you know what, I'm gonna walk away from anything that is not my highest excitement, that is not me. And I walked away from the business. I went celibate for 6 months. I stopped eating the way I was eating. I essentially did the opposite of everything that I was doing. And one of those things included putting an email list out, or putting a newsletter out, which I'd never done before. And I put a newsletter out one day, and it ended up landing in the inbox of a woman moments before she was going to kill herself. And I did not know her. She didn't necessarily know me, only from social media. And she's in her car in a parking lot, gazing out at the ocean with a handful of sleeping pills. And she was going to take the pills, go into the ocean, go to sleep. So she's sitting there, and she's a renowned medium in Australia. So her guides come in and say, hey, before you take those pills, turn the radio on. And she turned the radio on, and a song played, and word for word, the song said, you should stay a little bit longer. So she stayed, and then in the next moment got my email, my newsletter, that was entitled, I'm excited to die. And it was this catchy way of me saying, when we die, we leave behind the guilt, shame, worry, blame, but we don't have to die to experience what the other side could be like now. So here are some things you could do to feel better. And she responded to me and said, I want you to coach me. And I said, I don't know what that is. So why don't we just get on a call, and I'll see if I can help. And we got on a call, and looking back, it was like I was truly in this Buddha mind state of, well, I'm not a coach, so I have no expectation or definition of how this interaction needs to go. So I'm just going to say what comes up authentically. And I just let myself be present with her, because I didn't learn any other way to be. It was like the ignorant part of me was just like, okay, I'm just gonna like innocently, be here. And she had such a profound transformation, as did I, on that call. And I left that call going, okay, this feels like me. So then over the next 6 months, her life completely changed. She changed careers, she lost weight, she started dating again after 10 years. She healed a relationship with her dad that was from childhood abuse, where they started to be able to see each other and have tea once a week. And her life completely changed, and mine changed. I started seeking coaches and support, and deepening into the inquiry. Why do I have all of this knowledge, but it's not translating into my way of being. And I really focused on then there, what's in the way. And I found that it's our unconscious mind, it's our unconscious beliefs, it's our unquestioned mind. And so it really led me deep into the path of self-inquiry. And that took me deeper into the world, or the philosophy of non-duality, non-dualism. And ultimately, my experience of healing and transformation led to a body of work that I call now the 13, which is an accumulation of the last 5 years of inquiry, with myself, with now probably a little over 1,000 clients and members of our retreats. And that's where I am now.